Good morning. Today is Wednesday, August 17th, and this is Devotions from St. Paul Evangelical Lutheran Church in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. I'm going to take a passage today from Paul's letter to the Philippians and make some contrasts with the lesson that we got from the Gospel this past Sunday, which was from Luke's Gospel. So I'm going to start out. This is from the 3rd chapter of Paul's letter to the Philippians. Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I will say, rejoice. Let your gentleness be known to everyone. The Lord is near. Do not worry about anything, but in everything, by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your mind in Christ Jesus. Finally, beloved, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is pleasing, whatever is commendable, if there is any excellence, if there is anything worthy of praise, think of these things. Keep on doing the things that you have learned and received and heard and seen in me, and the God of peace will be with you. This is a really uplifting passage from Paul. Rejoice always. The Lord is near. This is the part we're supposed to find by having our relationship with Jesus. Now, Paul gives us some instructions here. In everything, with prayer and supplication, lay your petitions before God, and then He will hear them and you will get His peace. Sunday, the pastor took a gospel from Luke, and the beginning of the passage said, and Jesus is speaking, I came to bring fire to the earth. Quite a contrast with what Paul just wrote. And if you remember anything from the sermon on Sunday, the pastor emphasized the idea that the fire that Jesus is bringing is meant to burn away our individuality, our flesh, our human nature, so that what's left is our spirit in God's image. If you think about life and the way things are in life, there's so many times in order to get to something really good, you have to go through a difficult time. All of us have taken trips on the highway and run into construction. And it's a painful thing, and it slows you down, and it's frustrating. But you know that eventually that highway is going to be fixed, and everything's going to be better than it was. Or if you might be in a condition that I find myself in right now, where you have surgery and now you're going through physical therapy, the pain is difficult to take. But you know in the end, everything is going to be better. Everything will improve. I think this is the beginning and end of the two passages that we've got, the one from Luke and the one from Philippians. Right now, God is trying to make us better. He is trying to teach us how to live. He is trying to have us and help us do away with our human nature so that we can be more like Him in spirit. And Paul comes and says, rejoice. Now, it's hard to rejoice when you're going through the trials. But that's what Paul calls. It's nice to rejoice after the trials are over and you've gotten to the end state that you're looking for. But I'm not sure that we will ever quite get to that point in this life where God is done and we're perfect. So we need to do both of these parts at the same time now. We need to understand that we are a work in progress, that God is working on us, that the fire that God brings is for our benefit. And then we need to take Paul's advice and rejoice. Now we go to the other parts of what Paul wrote because I think they're very important. With prayer and supplication, bring your petitions before God. It's important that we talk to God, talk to Jesus all along. This is the essence of relationship. It's important that we identify the things that we find difficult, that we give praise to God for the things He's doing with us, and give thanks to God for the things that He has done in our lives to this point. Now, I really liked the last couple of verses from Paul's selection from Philippians. And so I need to read this so I get all the parts. Whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is pleasing, whatever is commendable, if anything is excellent, if anything is worthy of praise, think on these things. Paul's telling us to keep trying, to keep looking for the better parts of ourselves and the better parts of everyone around us, and to do it with the love of Jesus in our hearts, because that's how we are going to keep our relationship with Jesus. That's how we are going to understand that the fire that God is bringing is for our benefit, and that's what we're here for, to have that relationship and understand all the parts of it. It takes some self-inspection, some looking at yourself and being brutally honest. You can't hide anything from God anyhow, so you might as well not hide it from yourself. But when you do that, don't just dwell on the things that are being fixed. Dwell on what's perfect, on what's beautiful, on what's pleasing, on what's excellent, on the things that God has put in our lives. And then we really can rejoice always. I hope that this is something that you can do in your life, and do it today. Thank you.